What is up, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. Today is Sunday, March 6, 2017. Holy shit, what a week this last week has been. If anything could go wrong, it absolutely did. Whether it was massive technical difficulties, whether it was issues with YouTube, whether it was issues with my ads, whether it was issues with my partnership company, whether it was issues with the Nintendo Switch not working, whether it was issues with my capture software, whether it was issues everywhere. Nothing went smoothly this past week. And quite honestly, it's pretty much impossible at this point to tell how this next coming week's going to be. It's impossible to tell how the next few weeks to months are going to be. It's impossible to even tell, quite honestly, if I'm going to be able to be doing this as a job full time anymore. If you have lived under a rock for the past week and haven't watched any of the other vlogs on this channel, you missed out on a ton. So all I'm going to say is go back and watch the other vlogs on this channel. You'll find out all about how somehow the ad revenue plummeted on DSP Gaming for absolutely no reason. How my partnership company, Machinima, and I basically are at an impasse, and I'm leaving them. As of this week, all my partnership contracts with Machinima are ending. In fact, DSP Gaming ends this week. I actually believe that the King of Hate vlogs ends near the end of this week, and then KO Gaming ends at like early April. So they basically have this certain amount of time that has to run out on each contract for them to expire, and I am currently seeking partnership for these channels. Now here's the deal, here's the plan. For this channel, this is a vlogging channel. There's nothing copyright on this channel. Think about what I put up. Taste testing food and DSP tries it. The weekend preview once a week, right? Every 2 months, Ask the King. No copywritten content there. And if I go out somewhere and I'm filming, I vlog or something like that, that's what goes on this channel. And or me talking to you in the camera. Literally nothing copywritten goes on this channel. There's no way that anything on this channel could ever get flagged for copyright or content ID. Therefore, once the partnership on this channel runs out, I'm just going to go into a regular YouTube AdSense partnership for the King of Hate vlogs. So really nothing which is going to change with this channel. I'm still going to be making the same videos. I'm still going to be doing the same kind of stuff. It's not going to change. This channel will remainly untouched, okay? You may notice ads disappear for a day or two, and then after a day or two, all of a sudden the ads will come back. For me, it won't even affect me that much, because the bottom line is, I don't make much, if anything, on this channel whatsoever. It's like nothing, okay? So in that regard, almost no change. The big changes are obviously going to be DSP Gaming and KO Gaming, in particular DSP Gaming, which is my major money-making venture. That partnership is expiring in a couple days. Now, there's good news and bad news. The good news is I have obtained a new partnership for DSP Gaming. It's slightly less lucrative than the deal that I had with Machinima. The one bummer here, the bad news, it's not a managed partnership. So that means, sadly, over on DSP Gaming, when I put up Nintendo videos, those motherfuckers are going to get claimed like that. I'm going to put them up, and within a day, Nintendo's going to claim all the ad revenue on them. So, more than likely, I will be able to upload Nintendo videos, but Nintendo is going to claim them almost instantaneously. So, I'll get a little bit of ad revenue on them, and then nothing, because Nintendo will take it all away from me, okay? Also, content ID, that kind of stuff could be an issue over on that channel. I may have music matches to my stuff. If and when I play games such as Grand Theft Auto in the future, if I can't get that channel into a managed partnership, I gotta play it without music. And I know that sucks, but that's how it's gonna be. When I play games like that have licensed music in them that I know of, I'm just gonna have to play them without music, because there's no way it's gonna get all flagged, and I know I'm gonna have a nightmare trying to clear it up. So that being said, folks, DSP Gaming will live on, but I can tell you right now, because of that, because I'm probably not going to make any money on Nintendo videos, because I know I'm going to get content ID matches that are going to take significantly away from the amount of money I can make on that channel, something has to make up for it. Now, I'm not saying I'm giving up on DSP Gaming. Absolutely not. I'm still going to be doing playthroughs of games. I'm still going to be doing all this kind of stuff. But I realize that, sadly, at this point in my career of doing internet videos, that YouTube has kind of been sapped. I'm now to the maximum of what YouTube can do for me. I need to find other ventures and or other methods to make income to pay my bills so I can keep doing this as a job. There are many ways I'm doing this. As you know, already with Patreon for the past 2 years, that's been kind of my one way to supplement it, but it's not enough anymore. I'd like to point your attention to above, because, ladies and gentlemen, this past week, my Teespring store launched with all these fan and viewer-made logos, artwork, designs. It's got catchphrases like, "Wow, dude," which I say all the time. That's up there as a catchphrase with a cool picture. I'm pressing buttons. There's a cool shirt and design of that on different merch. There's a really nice skull design. That's the best seller right now there. there. If you haven't checked this out yet, I absolutely urge you to. It's really good stuff, and I think you're going to enjoy what's up on the store, okay? So that's live, and I have good news in regards to that. This launched over the weekend. Success. Basically, I sold a bunch of stuff. I made a decent amount of profit, and it was good enough that the store basically said we're auto-renewing most of the products. But the way it works is if people buy the products after a 3-day, they only list for around 3 days. They make them in batches. That's the way that Teespring works is you'll place your order after 3 days, that item closes off, they make those items, ship them out, and then you have to get in on the next batch that's going to be made if you're interested in buying it again. So the good news is that it sold so well that almost every item sold, and therefore almost every item now has a second batch that's being made. So I urge you, if you didn't check it out yet, check it out. It's actually really good stuff, and a lot of people jumped on and bought it. In fact, if I remember, I think it was like over 25, if not more, items were sold just in like 2 days. So check it out. It's good stuff. Now, number one, that's good news because it helped me out. I made a little bit of money. Obviously, I know those items aren't going to sell forever. However, I do know that there's some people who said they wanted to buy those items, but they couldn't get in on that first batch. That's okay. The good news is they sold enough that they're up again. Now, they're not going to be up there forever. There may eventually be a time when they don't get purchased within a 3-day period, and then they're going to maybe fall off the store, okay? The good news is I've got some other designs being worked on right now. I actually have one really nice design I haven't even listed yet. I've got a variant on one of the most popular designs up there that sold a lot that I'm going to be putting up after a couple more, batches. Maybe this weekend I'll put those up. And there's 1 or 2 other designs being worked on by other people who have been submitting to me, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. I got one guy who submitted this really nice one based off of the Twitch, my Twitch chat, how we have the glitch emote. He actually made a shirt and a logo of that looks really good for like a shirt and merchandise. So good stuff is being worked on right now, and I'll have more updates on that. I urge you to check it out. Maybe by this coming weekend, there'll actually be a second wave of products, new products I'll add to there that people will be interested in checking out. If this can become something that's successful, meaning if every week I can sell 20 items on there, that's going to be a significantly new source of income for me that I never had before. That's going to help tremendously. So please check it out if you haven't, all right? Now, in addition to that, a major change that I absolutely have to make, and it was not something that was an easy decision, all right? But I have to basically make my Twitch streaming more interesting to the viewer, more interesting to the people who are there live, who are going to be subbing and who are going to be cheering with bits during the streams, okay? Listen, I was a YouTuber full-time since 2011. My streaming was always the side thing. It was the fan service for those who wanted to be there live, and it almost never made me any significant amount of money. Now things have changed. Number one, YouTube, for whatever reason, is screwing with me and drying up. The ad revenue screwed up, and I have to go to a new partnership company. There's nothing I can do about it. There's going to be significantly less income coming in from YouTube. I've got to find a way to make that up if I want to keep doing this as a job. And if you want to see me keep doing this as a job, you love the free content that I put out, right? Twitch is the answer. And what I mean by that is streaming on Twitch, but not how I used to. Instead, I'm going to interact with the stream chat. I'm going to be talking with the people sometimes. I'm going to be reading things that people are saying in the stream chat. There's going to be pop-up messages on the screen when people are subbing and cheering with bits. As special thank yous, I'll be reading those out as I play. As long as it's not, if I'm going to do a boss fight or whatever, or a crazy thing, no, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing I'm dead now because I was reading this over here. No. But when it's not obtrusive to the point where I'm not, it's going to screw everything up, I am going to be doing more interactive stuff on Twitch when I do my gameplay. Now, just to be clear, that's going to be for what I stream. Every day, as you know, with this new schedule that I started this past week, I'm streaming at least 4 gameplay hours a day, all right? The second half of my days, I may or may not be streaming. I may be working on offline stuff. For example, tonight, I filmed a unboxing of the new WWE Slam Crate. I'm filming the weekend preview, and then I got patron stuff to do. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to finish up Horizon Zero Dawn, but I'm not going to stream it. I'm just going to freaking, do it offline. So there are examples here where I'm not going to be doing everything on stream, and there may be certain playthroughs and certain things that I decide to exclusively do off stream because I feel that a stream may ruin it. For example, I've got a big update for everyone, okay? It is official now. The Patron's Choice playthrough has been determined. The upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough will be Danganronpa, okay? A visual novel with narrative and interactivity and stuff. Apparently the remastered version comes out next week at some point. I'm not 100%, but it comes out on PS4. When it comes out, I'm getting it, and that's going to be the game that I balance with everything else as I play, okay? I've heard that this game is like, if there's stream chat interaction and people are cheering and everything, number one, it takes away from me paying attention to what's going on, and number two, sadly, they could spoil, so I'm almost thinking Danganronpa needs to be a game I don't play on stream, or if I do, it's just the first session ever that I do. And when I do that, I will not have stream chat open. I have to kind of be isolated when I play that game so that I can play it and enjoy it for what it is. And not every 5 seconds someone coming in to troll and cheer. They'll cheer with 50-cent cheer and say, oh, by the way, the end of the game, this happens or something like that. We can't have that, obviously, right? So that's kind of the deal. Danganronpa's coming up as a Player's Choice playthrough, but I may not stream it. But when it comes to the big games like, for example, right now, Zelda. Today I played Zelda. People loved this stream. It had, 700 to 800 people the entirety of the stream, which is crazy. That never happens. I never retained that much viewership, but people absolutely loved it. People were engaged. They were cheering. They were subbing. I made a good amount of money on today's stream. If I can consistently make that much money every day I stream, I think we're going to be in the clear. And even if YouTube's ad revenue plummets into the toilet, if I can make my Twitch channel grow, then it won't matter. All right? I'll still be here to do the stuff for you, okay? Now, here's the deal. Coming up this week is going to be very uncertain. Because number one, I have to try to see if I can transition DSP Gaming from Machinima to this new partnership company. Basically, it's set, and I even got the notice. They said, this is ready to go, but you need to have it released from Machinima first. So I'm waiting for the Machinima contract to run out in a couple days. Once it does, then I'm going to try to contact the new company and roll DSP Gaming right into the new contract. It could be a nightmare, because I think what's going to happen is all the ads are going to completely be removed from all of my videos, and I'm going to have to re-add them. Now, there is a way that says select all videos, but do you really think it's going to work on YouTube for DSP Gaming, a channel with 40,000 videos since 2010? I don't think so. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go to do it, and it's going to error out. It's going to say failed, doesn't work, or whatever. I don't think that YouTube is going to be able to update the advertisements on 40,000 videos properly. I don't believe it at all. So I think what it's going to end up happening here is I'm going to have to go back and maybe for like the past 3 to 4 months of videos that I've put out, manually just do like mass clicking of like 20 at a time, put ads, all right? Because the bottom line is, even though I have 40,000 videos, 90% of my views every month come from the most recent ones. There's very few views that trickle in from the old stuff, mostly because, as I told everyone a couple of years ago, DSP Gaming was removed from the YouTube search engines. So if you search for an old playthrough of a game, I don't even come up. Even though I might have some of the highest views and the most attention for my playthroughs of those games, I don't even come up. I search Spider-Man Web of Shadows, search Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Those are two of my biggest playthroughs ever with millions of views on each video. I don't show up anymore because they removed me from YouTube search 2 years ago. Isn't that nice, right? So really the concern of mine is just getting the ads on the last few months of videos and then putting ads on the videos moving forward. But it may be a nightmare. It may be that I go to do it, it doesn't work. So let me tell you this. I'm going to be very honest with everyone. The next couple of days, I'll be business as usual. I'll be able to stream. I'll be able to do stuff at night, whatever. But whenever this Machinima contract runs out, which I believe is actually happening, if I remember correctly, in 1 to 2 more days, okay? I think it's going to be either supposed to be like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I'm not 100% on that. Actually, hold on a second. Maybe I can answer that, because I have my email right here. Hold on. I may be able to answer this. I just got to scroll down a lot. Let's see. Almost there, I think. Trust me, I got a ridiculous shit ton of emails this past week with all the stuff going on with Teespring, with people trying to give me support for everything that was going on. It was a pretty crazy week, man, to say the least. Nah, I don't have it. What the fuck? I don't have the email here now. Are you serious? I don't have the email here now. If every time, I swear to God, every time I try to find an email, I can't find it. Every time I try to find the email, I can't find it. Could this be it? No, I know that's not it. Hold on. I might have it. Here we go. All right. According to this, it looks like I have another... I have till the end of the week on DSP Gaming. I have until the end of this week, okay? So, this week, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Probably either Friday or Saturday. This isn't clear in their email. But either Friday or Saturday, the ads are going to turn off on DSP Gaming. It'll be unpartnered from Machinima. At that point, what I'm going to have to do, sadly, which I don't want to do, is try to roll that channel into the new partnership. Okay, I have to notify my new partnership company what's going on and get the approval from them, which probably won't take too long. Most of these partnerships now are automated processes. They're like really easy to do. And once that, then I have to start putting ads on the videos. So come this Friday and or Saturday, whenever this happens, I may not be able to live stream and I may not be able to have my normal schedule. Sadly, it might have to be a day where I'm just sitting there putting ads on videos. As shitty as that sounds, that's going to be the reality here, where I don't think there's any other if, and, or but about it. I'm going to be stuck doing this for about a day, trying to get it working. Now, maybe that mass, click all, do it to all videos will work by some fucking amazing miracle of YouTube. I really doubt it. I really doubt that will work, but maybe it will. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens come this Friday, Saturday when this all goes down, all right? So, that's the deal. DSP Gaming, KO Gaming, the King of Hay Vlogs, no longer partnered with Machinima. They're all rolling out of their partnership starting the end of this week, okay? I have to try to transition them over to a new partner, but sadly there has to be more of a focus on Twitch streaming than anything else, because that seems to be where the profitability is right now for me, so I can keep doing this as a job. Fair enough? And the good news is Twitch has potential for massive growth. It really does. I mean, the first couple days now that I've been doing this, streaming on Twitch, people are really excited and engaged. They want to see me play the new games, and they want to see me interact, and, people are coming out for it. That's cool. That's a cool feeling, because I need that right now. YouTube is drying up, so sadly. It really is. And it is what it is, okay? So I have to do what I can to survive here, folks, all right? So that's the deal with everything going on in that regard. Now, let's talk about this week, because it's a big week, and I need your feedback on a bunch of stuff, all right? First of all, tomorrow, Tuesday, I could continue on with Zelda Breath of the Wild. Primarily, the reason I'm doing this playthrough is going to be a Twitch focus, and I mean that because once this partnership ends with Machinima at the end of this week, I'm not going to be able to have ads on those Nintendo videos anymore. After I upload them literally within a day, Nintendo's going to claim them. So I'll get that initial rush of views that'll count, and then after that, Nintendo gets all the other revenue from them, okay? So that being said, this game is being played primarily for Twitch. So as I play Zelda, I am going to have those videos archived on Twitch. Right now, my first session from today, you can watch the full archive over on Twitch right now, all right? But I also uploaded those videos to DSP Gaming for the normal viewers here on YouTube who like to watch it in the more digestible, shorter videos and in a playlist or whatever on YouTube. So, I want to keep playing Zelda. Today was very profitable on stream. I can keep playing the game as long as it keeps being profitable on stream, all right? But there's a new game coming out tomorrow called Nier Automata. A lot of people contacted me and said, Phil, why on earth were you thinking of playing Ghost Recon Wildlands? That's a co-op game, that's a shooter. It's going to be very similar to, say, The Division from last year. It's not going to be a fun game to watch. It's maybe to play, but not to watch. We'd rather see you do Nier Automata. And I got this message from a bunch of people, and quite honestly, I think they're right. I think more people might be interested in seeing me play an action-based combat game versus freaking Ghost Recon, okay? But the question is, do people want to see me play Zelda tomorrow, or do you want to see me take a day away from Zelda? I know I've only played Zelda one day. Do you want to see me take a day away from it to start Nier Automata? That's really in your hands. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a poll up on my Twitter tonight, at They Call Me DSP, where you vote overnight. Do you want to see more Zelda tomorrow, or do you want to see Nier? Now, it doesn't matter which, because the next couple weeks, all I'm doing are those two games. I'm going to be balancing those two games. And then, of course, the conclusion of Horizon, as I mentioned, which I'm going to try to finish up shortly. So, yeah, that's kind of the deal, is I need to know what you want to see first. And that's going to determine what I stream and everything, okay? What videos go live and everything. So, overnight tonight, vote at They Call Me DSP on which game out of the two you want to see tomorrow, Tuesday, March 7th, all right? So that's cool. I'm excited. No matter what I play tomorrow, I loved Zelda today, or a new game with Nier Automata tomorrow. Whichever wins. I'm very excited about that, okay? Tomorrow night, I think what I'm going to do is focus on trying to finish Horizon Zero Dawn. At this point, people are saying I'm at the end of the game. If I just focus on the story and or maybe a couple more side missions, I'll beat it within a couple more hours. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on that, try to finish it off tomorrow night if I can. That's cool if I do, because that means later this week I can review it for KO Gaming. All right, that's good. And by the way, KO Gaming is a channel that's not really going to be affected negatively at all about any of this, because I wasn't making a lot of money on it. The new partnership I'm going to have with this new company also is around the same amount of money I was making anyway. I don't really need the managed partnership on KO Gaming, because the bottom line is I'm not going to have a lot of issues on that channel. You know what I mean? Like, every once in a while do an edited video. It's not that big of a deal. So for KO Gaming, it's going to be a smooth transition, but the partnership with Machinima actually doesn't even end on KO Gaming until freaking April. So there you have it. So yeah, later this week a review on Horizon Zero Dawn coming up once I finish the game, okay? Wednesday, again, I might put it to the hands of the viewers again. Maybe I'll do another poll Tuesday night on Twitter. Do you want to see me go back to Zelda? Do you want to see me do Nier today? So it's going to be going back and forth probably, I'm thinking, between these two games during the course of this week. My streams will be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nighttime, I'll be finishing Horizon. I'll may or may not be editing a new video, a new fan-submitted video for KO Gaming, because I actually have, I believe, I have one person who submitted a bunch, so I could do one of those. I got a new one from another person. There's two right there. I'm trying to think. I think I have 2 to 3, actually, videos that I could use, if I remember correctly. So I have a bunch that I could use as fan submissions for KO Gaming. We'll see. If I have time to do that one night this week, I'll edit it, and I'll release that on KO Gaming to supplement everything else going on, all right? So, yeah. That's the deal for all this week. Near the end of this week, sadly, at one point, I will have to stop what I'm doing to do this partnership transition. I'll obviously keep everyone in the loop on what's going on with that when it happens. Hopefully, things will go smoothly. But for the most part, I need to focus on streaming, because streaming right now seems to be where the profitability is for me to keep my business alive. Yes, there will always be ad revenue coming in on YouTube. And yes, YouTube is a focus. I need to keep my stuff going on YouTube. But the time when I shine is going to be when I'm on stream, live with people, interacting with people, playing the games, having fun, getting cheers, getting subs. And if I could build that up to the point where there's consistency and people coming out every single day in droves and cheering and subbing, I won't have to worry about, oh no, the ad revenue's down on YouTube this month or anything like that anymore. I could negate that pretty much. And also, like I said, other things. Patreon, if I can keep the Patreon support up the way it's been, thank you everyone. Teespring, which is a new thing. If I can have every weekend as good as this past weekend was on Teespring, it's going to solve the problems, and I'll be perfectly good. But we don't know. That's the thing. It's so uncertain right now. I'm playing everything by ear. We don't know what's going to happen. In another week or two, sadly, everything could dry up for some reason. I don't know if it would. I hope it wouldn't. I'm getting people pumped and excited, so I'm hoping people wouldn't get disappointed and have it dry up. But hopefully it will motivate people, especially these next few weeks. Take a look. Again, Zelda, everyone's loving it, okay? Nier Automata. In 2 weeks, we've got Mass Effect Andromeda. That's huge. Are you kidding me? The new Mass Effect game? I've been waiting a long-ass time. The final Dark Souls 3 DLC. MLB. Coming up next month, you're going to have Persona 5. Ukulele. And I'm going to have the ongoing my ongoing playthroughs from patrons and stuff, the Patrons Choice playthrough. Next month, we're going to have the Worst Games Marathon. There's a lot of potential for exciting stuff coming up in the next couple months that I think if I could build up that Twitch viewership now and get people excited about it and coming here every day in droves and doing all that, I think I'm going to be all right. Okay? So we'll see. I'll keep everyone in the loop. I'll let you know. This is obviously all playing it by ear. It's not certain, but hopefully we can restabilize after a couple tumultuous weeks. Oh no, the ads were screwed up, and now Machinima is, that partnership's going away and all that. Hopefully we can solidify and get our feet down firmly on the ground again and move forward positively and not have to be worried about all this uncertainty, okay? But all of your support through Teespring, Patreon, cheers, subs, watching the videos on YouTube, everything is much appreciated right now. I'm feeling it. I'm actually feeling the love. I got so many positive messages from people, all right, that I am not going to give up. There's no way I'm giving up. Not with the amount of positivity that's been thrown my way the past week, all right? Now, one final thing. One more final quick thing. After I finish this video, all right, I'm going to be messaging all the patrons on patreon.com for February. So if you pledged in February, expect to get a private message from me tonight. It'll explain how to get your perks and all of that and how to participate in the new thread for the Worst Games Marathon coming up and all of that, all right? The final thing I need to talk about, and this is very serious, I need your input again on this. I'm not kidding you, and I didn't know if it would ever come to this. I personally never really cared too much. But the bottom line is this. I'm not lying. This is no exaggeration. I've been now contacted in the past couple of weeks by dozens, I mean dozens of people. And they're saying, Phil, at this point, have you looked at your comments on your videos? And I'm like, yeah, it's a bunch of trolls. Basically, if you look at any video that I put out now, okay, most of the comments are from trolls. It's from people who are trying to get into nasty videos about me because they post nasty comments and then people take those nasty comments to put them in the nasty videos. It's not because people actually genuinely dislike the content. In fact, if you actually look at most of the comments, they have nothing to do with any of the videos. It's always some insult about me or something. It has nothing whatsoever to do with the content of any video that I put on YouTube. They're only doing it to get their 5 seconds of fame and someone who's going to put out a nasty negative video, okay? I've actually gotten the request from basically longtime viewers saying, why don't you just turn off your comments on YouTube at this point? Because they don't serve a purpose. Most people who are positive and like my stuff aren't commenting anymore because they saw that it turns into a cesspool of filth. And I'm not reading the comments. I'll be honest with you. I pretty much almost never read comments on my videos. The only exception would be over on KO Gaming because that channel has a good mix of positive people with, of course, the negative idiots. But the positive people, for the most part, seem to give a lot of feedback and opinions. And even if they disagree, it opens up discourse and discussion. That's the purpose of KO Gaming. That's why I separated those kind of videos from DSP Gaming so that we could have that. But for the most part, the comment section on DSP Gaming serves zero purpose. There's nothing productive coming out of it. No one in there is using it productively at all. It's just a bunch of nasty, dumb kids who want to get in videos and get their name shouted out in a fucking negative hater video. So I'm seriously now debating, should I just turn off comments on DSP Gaming? Should I? What does everyone think? If there's a concrete reason why or I should or why I shouldn't, I am willing to accept both sides and weigh and balance and make an executive decision. But I need kind of cases for both, all right? If someone, no, do not do it, you got to let me know why. You know, give me a valid reason. I don't know, because again, I honestly, a couple of years ago, stopped using YouTube comments as any kind of a valid form of feedback, especially now that I have Twitter, now that I have, you know, you can email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. I got my forums. I have these other methods by which, and of course, stream chat daily. That's how I get all my feedback from my fans. I don't look at the comments anymore because the YouTube comment section, especially ever since the Google Plus integration, has become a fucking cesspool of filth. There's no reason. It's so terrible. And there's no way to manage it. I would literally have to hire someone as a full-time job to sit there to micromanage all the comments on my fucking videos. I'm not going to do it. And that's why it's hilarious. Every once in a while, there'll be a new video I put out, like on KO Gaming. I'll put out a new video, and some dumbass will leave a comment like, oh, it looks like this video is supposed to have 400 comments. I only see 200. I guess Phil's at work again. And I haven't even looked at the comments of the video yet. No, that's YouTube. That's what I mean. YouTube, Google Plus integration of the bullshit ruined the website. A lot of comments never even show up. They get auto flagged, people downvote, and it fucks the whole system up. And the comments aren't even really worthy, honestly. It's garbage. And it's not me. It's not me sitting there editing. I don't do that. I don't have time for that anymore. Yeah, maybe when I lived in Connecticut and all day was my time. Now I have all this other shit going on here. So, no, I'm not doing it. That's not me. A lot of people get that misinformation. That's me sitting there all day clicking comments. It's not. Rarely do I even look at them. Okay? So, what do you think? Should I disable comments in particular on DSP Gaming where people are using them for the negative shit? Okay. Should I disable comments on any of my other channels like KO, the King of Hate Vlogs or KO Gaming? What do you think? I need honest feedback. Please tweet me or email me or talk about it on the forums, all right? We'll get some discussion going. You can talk about it in the comments of this video. I probably won't even read it because you know what's going to be all in the comments of this video. Seriously, you know what it's going to be. So I'm probably not even going to read it, all right? All right, that is it for the weekend preview. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Without further ado, thanks to the following February patrons whose pledges hit the funding goal and is allowing this Worst Games Ever marathon to happen shortly. Thank you, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for either more Zelda or the premiere of Nier Automata. Remember to vote on Twitter tonight, okay? Peace out.